This is my reaction to Roland Abante performing I Will Always Love You live for America's Got Talent 2023 qualifiers. Let's commence.
If I should stay, I would only be your way. So I go, but I know I'll think of you whenever you step the way.
Oh yeah, Roland kicking us off here, ladies and gentlemen, doing his qualifier live on stage. I like the vibe I got there. I saw candles, I saw, a whole set there giving us a nice, cool, enjoyable vibe. A nice ambiance here as we're performing. There's a gentleman on stage there with him with a guitar, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Abante just giving us those vibes, giving us that voice, but he's starting us off slowly, and I believe at some point he's just gonna, you know the story, he's gonna give us that flavor, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how he continues to go along.
And I hope you have all you dream of, and I'm wishing you joy and happiness.
Roland, absolutely. Did you see him pop off that move on stage, ladies and gentlemen? You think I didn't see, but I saw him making that move with his foot, ladies and gentlemen. He just got worked into it, ladies and gentlemen. He's giving us that glorious voice here on stage, doing the Whitney Houston version of this song, ladies and gentlemen, that was originated by Dolly Parton herself. But here we have Roland Abante, absolutely. I mean, look at this vibe here on stage, ladies and gentlemen. This is just wonderful. I'm just absolutely digging this flavor. Also enjoying the guitar playing live on stage. The gentleman there, he's doing his job awesomely well. But the highlight here, what it's all about, Roland Abante on that AGT stage, ladies and gentlemen, giving us a wonderful rendition of this track. That voice is just doing what it needs to do. It is becoming more and more magical as we continue to go.
But above all this, I'm wishing you love.
Nice, ladies and gentlemen, that vibe is just ooh. We're talking to the moon here, ladies and gentlemen. The sound is glorious. The vibe is just bouncing. The crowd are enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen. Great performance by Roland on stage.
I will always love you.
Roland Abante! Sophia, you are on your feet.
Roland, bravo!
Bravo, Roland. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that performance, it was doing what it needed to do, ladies and gentlemen. It was awesome. Roland absolutely needed to deliver here on stage, and he did, ladies and gentlemen. He brought that fire, he brought that feeling, he brought that emotion in that voice of his, and that was a performance. And now let's hear what the judges have to say.
I mean, look at everyone here. They're going crazy for you. And I know that the people have been watching you, your audition, and people love you. It's amazing. Coming from your country, from a karaoke. Good job tonight. You're amazing. You deserve to be on AGT.
Simon, you like that, huh?
No.
Aww. Roland, by the way, it's quite clear that he's very emotional. I'm pretty sure he was crying. And now, after Sophia started us off, giving props to Roland here, coming all the way out here, getting to the qualifiers, and absolutely smashing it. Now Simon Cowell's going to come here with, he's going to pour some cold water on proceedings. And when you're not ready for cold water, when you're not ready for that, ice bucket challenge, then it just absolutely messes with you. Simon, speak.
I loved it.
Oh man, look, Simon Cowell, you caught me. I honestly thought, given your reputation, that you were gonna go off on some rant of nonsense. I honestly believed, Simon Cowell, that you were gonna ruin everyone's good time by speaking nonsense about Roland here. But then, you just messed around. Fair enough, you have a sense of humor. I almost can't believe it.
How could you not? I mean, after, particularly when I saw the film and what happened after the audition and how much this means to you. And, you were singing your life out on the stage there.
Yes!
That's what makes this competition exciting. People who come from all over the world to kind of fulfill their dreams. And I think America, well, in fact, I know America loves you, and rightly so.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon Cowell, for speaking some sense. Thank you, we appreciate that, sir.
The perfect song, the perfect voice. It was spectacular. You said I will always love you. I think you just made everyone in the world love you. This was memorable. Only two can go through. They got to vote for you. I believe that this was the performance of a final.
Heidi, how much did you love him?
How are we going like this is a final worthy performance here, which is high praise. Absolute business being performed by Roland Abante on stage. Who's left? Heidi.
I loved it. Your voice has so much grit. It has so much texture. It's beautiful.
I agree with that. Good point. The grit and the texture. You feel it there. It's just, it's soulful. It's a vibe. It's bluesy. I mean, I'm lost for words here to explain it, but that's the, you get that vibe, that absolute flavor that is just so uniquely Roland, and that's why it works so nicely.
To be honest, one of my favorites of tonight. And if there was another golden buzzer to push you right to the finale, I would push that for you right now.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Like Heidi said, if there was a golden buzzer for this round, she would have pushed it, and she would have sent Roland through to the final. Great performance on stage, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite clear that Roland was, he was caught up in this moment. He was emotional, ladies and gentlemen. Look, if I'm mistaken about that, I'm sorry, but I don't think so. You could see on his face, it means so much to him. He wants this, he wants this. He wants to go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. And good luck to him, man. That was a great performance there on stage. He definitely gave us the vibe, that bodyguard Whitney Houston flavor coming through. I mean, all we needed was for Roland, like that, Whitney Houston in that music video where she's sitting by the side of a lake and like the wind is blowing and she's giving us the vibes. That sort of thing. We didn't have a lake there in studio, but we should have made a plan. Anyways, the fact of the matter is this was a fantastic performance on stage, ladies and gentlemen. A strong vocal performance by the young man. I Will Always Love You. It is a song written and originally recorded in 1973 by that American singer-songwriter extraordinaire, Dolly Parton, ladies and gentlemen. Respect Dolly. Don't mess around. This was a hit. In June of 1974, and then again in October of 1982, they reissued the track as a re-recording for the Best Little Something House in Texas soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. So the track doing its thing in the 70s and in the early 80s. But, of course, it was Whitney Houston who reimagined the track later on in the early 90s, ladies and gentlemen, re-recording it as a soul ballad in 1992 for that 1992 film The Bodyguard. And this was just a smash hit for Whitney Houston worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. This version is just, Whitney's version was just magnificent. Absolutely a memorable song, a global success. The song has been recorded by many other artists, including Linda Ronstadt, John Doe, Amber Riley, Leanne Rimes, and Sarah Washington. But the whole thing is, it's been done here. The song has been reimagined, repurposed, and performed by the one and only Roland Abante here on the AGT stage here. And Roland just gave us such a great version here. Lots of feeling there in that version that he gave us, ladies and gentlemen. His own actual emotions coming into it as well. A mixture of nervousness, excitement, you know, all of that coming into that performance by Roland here on stage. But he kept himself, he kept himself centered, and he absolutely smashed it. Great performance there, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome bit of singing by Roland Abante. Roland gave us a soaring version of this classic. I wish him nothing but joy and success in his future.